Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are finally going to be trying the Bleach London Supernatural colors. I have been saying I'm going to try these forever. I'm so sorry I have not done it yet. I've had them lying around, but I've just had other videos planned. So today we're finally going to try these. So basically, I tried to film this video before. I'll leave a link to it up here. And I accidentally purchased the wrong colors. So if you're interested in more natural shades from Bleach London, I have done a video of other natural shades they have to offer. I'll leave it up there for you. But I finally bought the correct products here. So we are going to try these today and see how they work. And I'm also going to try and remove them. So on the front, it says it's semi-permanent, ammonia-free, and vegan and cruelty-free. So I've learned with Bleach London, some of their shades, they say it's semi-permanent and basically it's demi-permanent. I'm pretty sure because this is originated in Europe, it's like a European thing. It's interchangeable to say semi-permanent and demi-permanent there. So although it says semi-permanent, it is not a direct dye. We are going to be mixing this with developer, so I would call this a demi-permanent color. Just want to throw that out there so you guys don't get confused and think it's just like a direct dye that's going to wash out eventually. This is a demi-permanent dye. So we have three shades here. We have dark blonde, dark brown, and then the third shade I have is mid brown. So we're going to swatch all these today. I have some blonde hair swatches we're going to try this on. I'm so curious. So I've read a little bit about it, and basically if you're going from like super light to a darker color, they have multiple steps in here to help you achieve like your final color. So if you guys don't know, if you're going from like super blonde to like a darker brown or a darker color that's 2 shades darker than what you are originally at, you need to fill the hair. If you don't fill the hair, a lot of the time the hair can look hollow or muddy and it doesn't look rich and vibrant. So it is important to like fill the hair if you're going darker. So that's basically what the step 1 is. It's like a color corrector. It's going to fill the hair so that way you get a nice, rich, even result at the end. I'm going to read a little bit about the product here on the back. It says, take a break from the bleach. Formulated for use on bleached and blonde hair, our nourishing, long-lasting supernatural dye turns hair a rich, even brown depending on the color of your base, or just to help cover faded colors. Bored of blonde? Go supernatural. Our easy 2-step system is built on professional hair color theory, so you can go from blonde to brown without setting foot in a salon. The first step injects vital warmth back into the bleached hair in preparation for step 2, which adds rich, balanced brunette color for a glossy, multi-dimensional finish that won't leave you feeling flat. So that's awesome. It sounds amazing. I love what it's all about, going from blonde to dark, because a lot of people try that at home and fail miserably because they don't realize you need to fill the hair. So it's nice that everything's just included in this box. It's easy, simple, just read the directions. So under how does it work, it says use step 1 to deposit warm pigments into your bleached hair and create an even base for adding color. Step 2. Use tube 2 to add rich, balanced color to your hair for the perfect mid-brown finish. Both dyes in this kit are formulated with ingredients that help nourish your hair, leave it smooth, strong, and silky soft. We've also added a soothing complex to help your scalp calm while you color. You must do a skin sensitivity test and strand test before using Supernatural. So there's a little bit about the product. It's designed specifically to cover blonde hair, which I think is great. I love the packaging too. Like, it has the hair color underneath here. So these words are like cut out and you can see the color underneath. Here is a little swatch chart for the mid-brown color. This is included in the kit. I'm not sure what it is. Let's open it up and see. It's either gloves or a processing cap or both. Okay, so here's a pair of gloves that's included in the kit. I'm wondering if this is another pair of gloves. Since there's a step 1 and a step 2, they might add 2 pairs of gloves in here for you. Yes, and here's a second pair of gloves. Honestly, I seriously hate these lunch style hair dye gloves. I used to use these when I was in middle school and high school, and they would just rip in between the fingers and you'd wind up dyeing your hands anyway. Honestly, these companies are worth a lot of money, and I wish they would include a little bit better glove quality into these hair dyes. Those ones are so big and it's just hard to dye your hair with like all the extra plastic, and they rip, and it's just not fun. So I wish companies would upgrade those, but I guess it's nice that they include them in there for you. They also have included the reincarnation mask, and if you guys have not tried this, it's bomb. It's amazing. I love this mask. I have a full tube of it in the shower. I've already gone through a bottle of it. I really like it. It's super thick and moisturizing for the hair. And then there's also this little instruction guide in here. So once you apply step 1, it says to leave on for 20 minutes and then rinse until the water runs clear to remove color and then towel dry. Then you can move on to step 2, which is the actual color, not the fill color. And this one, you're gonna just repeat the first steps and you're going to leave this on the same amount of time, 20 minutes, and then follow up with the deep conditioning mask. So let's go ahead and mix everything up. I'm gonna lower the camera angle and we will apply the color together. So there is a line on here so you know how much to use the first step and how much to use the second step. So just pour the first amount into each bowl and then save this container. And then on the second step, you can just dump the second step directly into the container and it makes it way easier to apply the second step. Now I'm just gonna mix up each color. All right, we're gonna start with the dark blonde fill color here. I'm just gonna put this all over the swatch, make sure to saturate it. This color smells so freaking good, like it makes my mouth water. It smells amazing. I love it so much. Like if I ever wanted to go to a natural color, I would probably buy this just because it smells incredible. So these bowls here I have lightest to darkest. So we have the blonde, the mid brown, and then the dark brown here. So I'm just gonna go ahead on every strand and saturate it really well with this fill color. And going in with the darkest and last color, the dark brown. I'm guessing these are probably going to be very warm, like copper colors, because normally when you fill the hair, you want it to be warm. So I'm guessing once we rinse this first step off, it's probably going to be a coppery warm color. Just gonna go back in, make sure everything is saturated really, really well. You can definitely already see the color starting to change. All right, I'm gonna let these sit 20 minutes and I'll be back for step 2. Okay, so I went ahead and added the step 2 into each bottle here. So we have the blonde, the mid, and the dark. Went ahead and rinsed this out, and these colors are a lot different than I thought they would be. So the filler color on here is very, very cool toned. It's not warm at all. Normally when you fill the hair and you're going dark, you're gonna wanna fill it with a little bit of a warmer color. But this color is like very ashy. It almost looks like a gray violet color. And then this one right here already looks like a nice brown shade. Like, I love this color on its own. I don't necessarily think we need to put color on top of it because it's just such a gorgeous shade all by itself. And then here we have the dark brown. Again, looks like a nice color on its own. It has a little bit of warmth to it. These two look very, very similar. This one has a little bit more warmth and this one's a little bit cooler. But overall, these two shades look gorgeous on their own. Like, I don't think we need to put color on top of them, but we're gonna see it through. We're gonna try these colors on top of the fill color and see what they look like. I am a little bummed that these don't come with a application top. So basically you pour the second step in here, shake it up, and then it's in the bottle. But they don't include a topper to screw on top of here and apply it on your head. So it's just a bottle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squirt some of this on top of the color and use a brush. Just gonna do the same thing we did last time. Just gonna apply this on here. Ooh, this one smells really good. It smells very fruity. Kind of smells like a grapefruit. Once I get this applied, I'm supposed to leave it on for 20 minutes again. Okay, let's go in with the medium color. You do get quite a bit of product because you have enough for fill and for this. I feel like this middle color is actually gonna be really dark because right now I feel like it's a middle brown shade, and I feel like adding this second color application is going to make it like a very dark brown and not a mid-tone brown. Okay, let's go in with the dark brown here. Okay, everything is definitely good and saturated. I used more than enough product on these, so I'm going to let this sit for 20 minutes and I will be back with the finished result. This middle brown, medium brown is looking pretty dark and this one looks lighter. So I'm just gonna let these sit and we'll see what they look like. This again does not look like it's gonna be blonde. It definitely looks like it's gonna be brown, but I guess I'll wait and see after I rinse these out. All right, you guys, we are back. I just rinsed out the color and these shades are so much better than anticipated. Like when I saw the fill color, I was a little worried about how they were gonna turn out, but these colors are so gorgeous, you guys. Here is the blonde shade. It is so pretty, such a beautiful dark blonde. It looks so natural. I can't believe how natural this color looks. Here is the medium brown and it is perfectly described. It is such a gorgeous medium brown shade. Oh my goodness. And here is the dark brown. This is the only shade I'm a little bit disappointed in. This just kind of looks black to me. It doesn't really look like a dark brown. It looks more like just a basic black. Here you guys can see them. Definitely just looks like black on the end there, but other than that, these colors are gorgeous. I am very curious to see if this color comes out easily or if it's gonna take a while to go back blonde if you do wind up using these. I have some Big 9 Guy Tang Cream Lightener here with 30 volume developer. Want to use 30 because these colors are dark. They are so pretty though, you guys. Like these two, if I mix these together, oh, gorgeous. So I'm just gonna apply this halfway down so we can see if the color removes easily or if it's going to be very stubborn to remove. That way you guys know if you use these and you're wanting to go back blonde and you miss your blonde hair, you'll know if it's going to take you a few times to go back or if it does come out of the hair relatively easy. There is no ammonia in the developer, so I'm pretty sure these are just demi-permanent colors, so it should be easier to go back to a blonde shade than if you used a permanent color. Just gonna make sure to really coat the hair strands here. All right, I'm gonna cover this up, let it sit for 20 minutes at room temperature, and I will be right back to show you guys how easily or difficult the color is going to be to remove. Okay guys, I am back and these results are actually insane. It lifted out of the hair so well. Honestly, this is like the best lift I have ever gotten out of a demi-permanent color. This was like black and it's back to like a nice blonde. All of these are back to a nice blonde color. I didn't use any conditioner on them, so they are a little bit dry, but dang, it lifted out so easy. I did not expect it to come out of the hair that well. I'll take a little video on my phone so you guys can see the colors a little bit better and in a different camera, but I cannot believe how good those lifted out of the hair. I did wind up leaving it on for like 30 to 35 minutes instead of 20 minutes, but still, only having the lightener on there for 30 to 35 minutes and it being back to a super nice blonde is like mind-blowing for me. I will leave a link to the products I use in the description down below. I wish I had a coupon code for you guys, but unfortunately I don't. Overall, I loved the colors. I loved the shade selection they offered. The only thing I would change is better gloves and the bottles to have an applicator top on them to make it easier to apply. Other than that, I loved everything about these kits. So if you're interested in dyeing your hair demi-permanent brown or black and you want something that's easy to remove, definitely check these out. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much and I will see you next time. Bye.